Okay, off we go. What we're going to be doing today is trying to get to Duna, which is Kerbal Space Program's version of Mars. Last night I managed to enact a rescue mission to Minmus, which is one of the second moons of Kerbin, and rescue 3 stranded astronauts, although they died upon re-entry. You can see that video elsewhere. However, today I just decided to go for Duna. I've tried it numerous times and I've never been able to actually get close, but I started recording because, as you might be able to tell, I've got what's called an encounter, where my orbit around the sun is interrupted by getting close to Duna, which is pulling me into its orbit. And unless I correct the orbit by reversing way in the other direction, I'm going to fly off into deep space. So what I'm doing here is reversing in the opposite direction to close that orbit, as you can see. So I'm now in a not orbit, as you can see. I still have an escape vector on that end of that blue line there, but I don't care about that. Right now I just want to land. I don't have enough fuel to actually make a proper landing because I'm still going far too fast, and Duna has next to no atmosphere. So my plan is essentially get close enough to try to make a landing, and if that fails, just hope the parachutes on the pod will slow it down enough. So as you can see here, I'm burning up my last of my fuel to get as close as possible to Duna's surface, and this is the first time I'm seeing Duna while I'm playing, and I know it's pretty. I've never seen it this close up, or at all, in fact. So you can see here I'm trying to burn away my horizontal speed as soon as possible, 20,000 meters to the surface, and it's just not happening. I'm using nuclear rockets, which are very fuel efficient, but simply don't give you enough of a reaction in a short amount of time. So I'm going for broke here. I'm just trying to do what I can. There I go, there's my parachutes. However, I'm not slowing down quickly enough, so what I do is I evacuate one of my Kerbals in the vain hope that he will be able to jetpack safely to the surface. As soon as I do, you can see that the parachutes deploy, and the poor chap who jumped the gun ends up slamming into the surface at over 300 meters per second. Meanwhile, the rest of the ship kind of, well, takes care of itself. And there it goes. Meanwhile, let's decide to check up on the pod that landed, and nope, that's not the pod. That's extra debris. But I head back to the trekking station, check out my lander, or not lander, my pod, and there it is. It survived. The parachute's deployed, and I decide that Jennifer Kerbin will be the first Kerbal on Duna. There he is. And there's the barren landscape, and we check back to our space center to get out the other guy so they can be there together. Unfortunately, they have no way of getting back, so he does a few jumps of joy and he tries to take off his jetpack, but the atmosphere is so thin he can't actually get anywhere with it. At one point he gets high enough that it just slams him back into the ground, and unfortunately they're stuck here. So that's that until we can mount the rescue mission.